versus the National Badminton Federation of Russia, and another Group C match on court 3, tie between Denmark and Canada.
Hello and a warm welcome to Finland, the picturesque location for our coverage of the 2021 Sudirman Cup. The city awaits some of badminton's true superstars who've travelled here from all over the globe. We'll be with you for all the action that matters over the next 8 days. And it starts right here, right now. Here's where we are, the Energia Arena. Good news is we can actually have some spectators in this week as well, just to add to the atmosphere. We're actually in Vantaa, which is kind of a suburb of Helsinki. And this arena only opened 15 years ago. It's hosted all manner of sporting events since then. Just great to see badminton back at this level and some spectators as well. 16 teams from right across the globe, from Tahiti in the east to England in the west. And actually even Canada a bit further west than that. Well, let's check on the schedule then, how this is going to work over the next 8 days. We start off with the group stages. That's the first 4 days. Then we move on to the quarterfinals. The semis are on Saturday, and the final itself, that will bring you live on Sunday. Now, the 16 teams are divided into 4 pools of 4. The defending champions, China, there, you can see her in Group A. Our match this afternoon on Court 1 comes from Group B. It's Korea versus Germany. And you can see the other fancied nations there, Indonesia and the Danes in Group C. That should be great when they meet. And the Japanese in Group D. Well, here's what happened on this court earlier this morning when China beat Finland 5-love in the opening match in Group A. We're now in Group B, here on number 1 court for Korea versus Germany. And a little earlier, we got a glimpse of the spirit within the Korea camp with the traditional huddle at the start of the day. Second most successful nation in the history of the Sudirman Cup, the Koreans. They have won this trophy on 4 occasions. Only China can beat that. And the Koreans will come in big favourites here. This was the German response. It's getting more and more like the Hacker every year, isn't it, these huddles? You've got to love it. It's a great team event, this. Team spirit that it engenders. Second to none. Well, here's what we've got for you today. Then mixed doubles for starters. The Germans arguably favourites with a well-established pair of Lamsfuss and Lohau. Then it's the men's singles. Then we'll be there for the doubles in the men's side. We'll see An Se-young in the women's singles and the women's doubles to finish. And our initial match is mixed doubles. So it's Kim Won-ho with Shin Seung-chan, and they're up against the well-established, as I said, German pair of Mark Lamsfuss and Isabel Lohau, who was formerly, you probably knew her as Isabel Hertrich. This is very much the calm before the storm. So all 5 matches will be played, because in the event of a tie, top 2 teams in the group go through, but in the event of a tie on points, then the number of games won and even points won will come into the equation. Isn't it great to hear a bit of crowd noise? We have seriously missed that. I think this could be potentially a pretty close contest, because although Korea are favourites to win the tie, this could be a pretty good chance of an opening victory for the Germans here. They lead 1-love in their previous meeting. That went to 3 games.
Serving. Receiving, which side?
All COVID protocols, of course, as you would expect, being followed here. Shin Seung-chan, probably better known for women's doubles. She's been up as high as number 4 in the world. We're looking first there at Mark Lamsfuss, who started playing at the age of just 3. There's Kim Won-ho then, 22 years of age now, that ranking of 28 is his highest. So a player on the up, got a silver medal in mixed doubles at the Junior World Championships back in 2016. And of course he's the son of the Olympic gold medalist, Julian Na. Three courts, as you saw there, will be used for the first couple of days here. And his partner, Shin Seung-chan, 26 years of age. Say best known really for her women's doubles. Olympic bronze in Rio in 2016. And she's also been a World Championship medalist too. This really does have the makings of a potentially thrilling opener as we look at Mark Lamsfuss, who, as I mentioned, started playing at just 3 years of age. He's 27 now, so it's a quarter of a century there or thereabouts of playing badminton, highest rank of 14. And his partner, Isabel Lohau, who are in the Tokyo Olympics, of course. They've twice won European Championship bronze, this pair. And had a very, very good 2020 when they took down the Swiss Open and the Danish Open. Albeit depleted fields, but you can only beat those on the other side of the net. Philip Young-chi of the United States is the man in charge. And he will be assisted by service judge Stéphane Venet from France. Both of these nations will have high hopes of getting out of this group. This could be an absolutely pivotal match, more so probably think for the Germans, because the Koreans are favourites to win the group, but Tahiti also in this group, as indeed are Chinese Taipei. Slight adjustment of the shoelace for Mark Lamsfuss. Just waiting for the umpire's
Ladies and gentlemen,
announcements. Here we go.
on my right, Korea, represented by Kim Won-ho, Kim Seung-chan. On my left, Germany, represented by Isabel Lohau, Mark Lamsfuss. Korea to serve, Kim Won-ho to Mark Lamsfuss. Level. Play.
So here we go. This opening match of both these nations underway. Both will be looking to make a statement of intent early. Just the second time they've ever met. As mentioned, the Germans were victorious on that occasion, on the first occasion. Well, it was the right idea, wasn't it, from Lohau? Uncovered area, but just pushed it a fraction too wide. Don't imagine we're going to see masses of long rallies with these two pairs. I think it's going to be short and sweet in terms of the points, but could well be in for a 3-game opener here, this tie. Oh, well played. Just got themselves a bit out of position there, the Germans. And there was one whole half of the court completely unguarded. And it was a really straightforward put away for Kim Won-ho. I think he could believe his luck, really. So much space. Well, they look really energised, don't they, already, the Korean pair? Really focused. It's the youngest player, Kim Won-ho, in the 2017 Sudirman Cup team. Korea, of course, won that trophy. Well, they really are off to a quick start here. Senko were the second most successful team in the Sudirman Cup. They actually broke China's streak of what would have been 8 straight titles back in 2017. And they've raced into a 6-2 lead here. Kim Won-ho and Shin Seung-chan. Just on the stretch. Couldn't reach it, really. Not to get it back over the net at any rate, Lamsfuss. He's a tall guy, 6'2". Well, at the moment, everything is going for the Koreans. They're actually outthinking the German pair as well as outplaying them, is what it feels like.
8-2.
Didn't expect this scoreline. Certainly not to be as one-sided as it is. Early days still, though. Yeah, read that and picked it off. Lamsfuss needed that just to stem the bleeding a little bit. Yeah, caught out of position there. Lamsfuss did actually pretty well just to get the shuttle back on the other side of the net, but it was unprotected at that point. Just get the impression Lamsfuss is trying to get as close in as he can, but in doing that, it's leaving gaps which the Koreans so far have been able to exploit. And there's another soft point, and all of a sudden it's 10-3. Well, an opportunity that Lohau was never going to miss. It's just a moment about a year or so ago when he got herself into the top 10 in the mixed doubles rankings with a partner. Just outside that now. Well, it's going to be a challenge here. We do have Hawkeye in operation. It was called out. Lamsfuss very quick to let the American umpire know that he wanted to use the technology. Looked close-ish. Let's see what Hawkeye says. It says it was a good call. And it also now says it's 11 points to 4. As they go to the chair briefly. I've got to say, I'm surprised at the scoreline. Evidence suggested this would be tight. The one previous match they played was a 3-game affair. It still may turn around, of course. But certainly the Koreans would have got a lot of confidence in the way the opening 7 or 8 minutes of this match has gone. Well, that was it's a brilliant shot from Soon Chung Chan just to allow the Koreans to take control of that rally. And they've been asking the Germans questions right from the get-go here. That call didn't do Shin Chen any favours. Yeah, well played, the Germans. That was much better. Looked favourites in that rally for probably the last 10 or 15 strokes, and in the end got their way. More of that required from Lamsfuss and Lohau. Oh, shot. That's an awful lot of height, doesn't he? Really good spring, the German, for that smash. Yeah, fooled by the flicker, and all of a sudden, the scoreline doesn't have quite such a one-sided look. Yeah, taking control now, aren't they? Well, whatever they discussed during that interval, certainly done the trick so far. Just lost a single point and 1-5. They take the new shuttle from the service judge anymore, obviously, because of the COVID protocols. It's a good reach that from Lamsfuss, but not enough to win the point. And a couple of points in succession for the Koreans, just to assert their authority again after it was threatened momentarily by the German pair. Yeah, good leave. Always think you look a bit silly if you do that and misjudge it, but that was well done by Lamsfuss, who's confident it was short of that service line. Yeah, if you let Lamsfuss get in from that kind of range, you're going to have a problem. Mid-court, and Shin Chang never had a chance. I think they thought that was called in, that's why they were going to challenge it, but it was called out, so all okay. 15-11 the score. Tad wasteful. Germans certainly not done with this game as yet. And from 11-4 at the interval, got it back to 15-12. Yeah, well read and well picked off by Lohau, and they're right back in this now. Let's get the feeling this next point is huge. 15-14 or 16-13. And after a slow start, they suddenly finding the best form when it really matters. Yeah, well done from the back of the court from Kim Won-ho. He's a very good men's doubles player as well. He won the Korean Masters men's doubles a few years back. Yeah, well played again by Lamsfuss. Just can see he's just so eager to get in as close as he can. That was never coming back. Just prior to that, I think Shin Chan had contained him pretty well at the back of the court, but just takes One clear that's just slightly under here, and he will come in with relish. Yes, well played indeed, Lohau. Excellent at net. Well, that miss, I think, symptomatic of the way that this match has been going since the interval. You see the German squad getting into the festivities there. And as one-sided as it was initially, now it's turned completely the other way. Well, she'll be disappointed with that. All the other squad players not involved will be supporting their teammates. Germany actually have a full-strength team, no notable absentees. No Sung Ji Hyun for Korea, so NCU will be spearheading their charge in the women's singles part of this tournament. They've got strong doubles pairs in the men's and women's doubles, and probably Hyo Kang Ki in the men's singles. Keeping their noses in front just. A tense finish potentially to this opening game. Wasn't ready. That was again terrific from Lohau from the back of the KOR. I think the German's scenting blood here. Could be wrong, but I'm not sure they've been in front at any stage in this game so far. That would be a very good time over the next 2 or 3 points. Once again, it's just so savvy at the net from Lohau. And now they're a couple of points away from taking this game, having looked absolutely dead and buried at the interval. The kill was easy, it was the shot before that created the opening. Well, she'll be really sick about that because again, she created a glorious chance, just couldn't put it away. It's a nail-biting finish here to this opening game, the opening match of this tie. And that was well read from Lamsfuss, and here's a game point for the Germans. Well, that's 2 points in succession where the returner has completely read the server's intent. He's been so strong, hasn't he, from the back of the court, Lamsfuss. So a second chance here to take the game. It's good, and that is the game, 22 points to 20. It's a great comeback, that, from those two. It really is. 11-4 down at the interval. And the whole complexion of that game changed when they came back after a minute at the chair. And now it's the Koreans, somewhat surprisingly, playing catch-up in this opener.
비었을 때는 가도 되는데 그냥 준단 말이야. 그냥 하면 살짝 앞에서 먼저 해봐야지. 얘가 오면 여자가 잘하는 게 말했잖아. 오면 틀어주는 거.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game, Lohau.
So can the Koreans find a way to get themselves back into this opening match of the tie? Good awareness that time from Shin Chan. I don't think it was so much that the Koreans dropped their level in the second part of that opening game. It's just more that Germans suddenly became inspired. Reacted well to the net call there, didn't he, Kim Won-ho? Surprising error that from Lamsfuss, trying for deception and failing to clear the net. Well, they needed a good and a quick start to this second game. Kim Won-ho and Shin Chan, that's exactly what they got so far. Might have did that in the first game. On the board. Again, from mid-court, he's very consistent. Nice work at the net from Kim Won-ho. Amazing, isn't it? They played so well in the latter stages of that first game. They just seemed to have gone off the boil a little bit, both of them actually. And the Koreans certainly won't need a second opportunity. A couple of those that she's just played a little tentatively. Lohau. Easy put away there though. It's almost like trading blow for blow at times in this match. One team has the initiative, then the other team takes over. That's excellent defence from the German pair, it really is. So they look second favourite for much of that. They'll be annoyed with that because there was plenty of margin for error. Put it wide. And those tram lines. Well, it was a fairly straightforward put away for Lamsfuss, but again, Lohau so adept at the net. Helped to create that opportunity.
On court 3, in the tie between Denmark and Canada, men's singles.
Wouldn't be denied. And crowd 3-love and 5-2, but back within a point again now. It seems like they need a few points to warm up at the start of the game, and then they start firing. Yeah, well played. Anticipated Shin Chama, that was going to go, moved across very sweetly. There she goes. I think Lamsfuss will feel he should have got a better angle, but even so. Complete miscommunication between the German pair. That's a case of yours, no yours, sorry. Little grimace from Shin Chen. No, she should probably have put that away. I think she was caught in two minds there, Lohau. Quite know whether to go for power or placement, and in the end did neither really. Well, the message loud and clear from the American chair umpire. Need to speed things up a little bit. Not a good leave. I think you could say it was well inside the line. He's got his bearings completely wrong there, Kim Won-ho. Great defence that from the Germans initially, and then they capitalise and back within a point again. That's a good leave. Excellent judgment. And they've got themselves a lead, albeit the narrowest one possible as they go to the interval. And again, as that second game continued, they look to be getting stronger. But the Koreans far from out of this. They trail 11-10.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Before just return to your chairs. Play.
Well done. Just again, like they did in the second part of the first game, just starting to outthink their opponents a little bit here. Got them stranded on one side of the court. Shuttle went the other. Not quite from Lohau. Knew he didn't have to impart any velocity on that shot, just almost placed it perfectly into the corner. Good little mini comeback this from the Korean pair from 13-10, they're on terms. Well, it's either feast or famine from Lohau at the moment. She's played a number of really delicate little shots at the net, and then also a few of those miss hits. And the Koreans will take great heart from that. 4 points in a row. Back in front in the second game. Well, she had the chance, she got there, dumped it into the net. Yeah, well done. There was a brilliant shot in there from Kim Won-ho in the middle of that rally. We kind of played almost off balance. So favourites now to take this game with a 16-14 lead. It always had the feeling it was going to be a long match, this. Even when the Germans came back from behind and looked to have the ascendancy. But their previous meeting was a 3-game affair. And I suspect they'll be sitting there for a little while yet. They got themselves into a great position here, Koreans, in the second game to force the decider. Yeah, that was delicate from Lamsfuss. Not just a power merchant. Landed it that time. She's missed the last 2 or 3 of those, actually. Couldn't have actually placed that any better. I'm not sure it came off the middle of the racket, but doesn't matter. No pictures, only numbers. So another potentially tight finish here in the second game. Yes, I think that started when surprised Kim Won-ho with a flicker. So now 3 points in a row for the German pair. It's impossible to predict which way this match is going.
Thank you.
Won the battle at the net, the Germans there. It's almost which pair could find the better angle from very close in. Flicker again. Yeah, again, you let him come inside from that back line, you're going to be in trouble. And that was absolutely murdered by Lamsfuss. Always a good area to hit. Right down the middle. Well, so say all of us to that message. Well, she had a chance as well, and now we've got 3 match points for Lamsfuss and Lohau. First time that Shin Seung-chan's just really snatched at one. It wasn't a smooth action at all, was it? Now, time for cool heads. 3 opportunities to give Germany the lead in the tie. To get so low, but not quite as low as that. Smile from a partner. Still 2 match points. That'll do it. 21 points to 18. It's a straight game victory for Lamsfuss and Lohau in a match that you'd have thought the Germans would have really wanted to win. You fancy in the women's singles the Koreans to be big favourites, but it's the best possible start for Germany. When you consider they were 11-4 down in the opening game at the interval, but they've come through in 44 minutes and given their nation a flying start. 22-20, 21-18. First blood to Germany. That'll be disappointing for the Koreans, who have to regroup now. They've got Hyo Kwang-hee next in the men's singles, but never good to start off on the back foot. And they will definitely be disappointed with their performance there, Kim Won-ho and Shin Seung-chan. But those two, very good. And we can have a quick look at the moment when their victory was confirmed. Second of 3 match points that they had. Again, great jump smash from Lamsfuss. And Lohau was on it in a flash at the body. Nothing that Shin Seung-chan could do. And that was the confirmation. That was the moment they secured a straight game success. Reaction was priceless, wasn't it? Particularly from Lohau. A hug that tells you they're a real team. They've been together for a while. Very solid partnership. And they've given Germany a flying start. Just what their camp would have wanted. And there's now, you know, more pressure on the Koreans that follow. I mentioned Hyo Kang-hee will be next in the men's singles. Then we've got the men's doubles that they would be a big favourite to win. And then we'll see An Si-young after that, and we finish off with the women's double. So, still, you would probably make Korea favourites in the tie. But having said that, the Germans have struck an early blow here with that victory in the mixed doubles. Just remember that this is Group B. The top 2 nations will qualify for the last 8. We're back momentarily.
Please welcome the technical officials for court number 1.
Well, a warm welcome back to Vanta and our continuing coverage of the 2021 Sudirman Cup. And first blood here to Germany, a really hard-fought victory in the mixed doubles for Mark Lamsfuss and Isabel Lohau. And we'll see Lamsfuss again a little later in the men's doubles.